Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at SharpLink Gaming SBET stock, a stock which we are seeing down by 3.21% in the Friday trading day, and actually down by a further 1.7% I believe in the after hours. The 5-day over here not looking too great either, down in excess of 18.5%. And look at the month trend, right? We are now seeing this one falling by 32%. Considering the trend over the past 6 months, where we've seen the stock go from $3 to highs, which essentially equate to a 2,250% rise, the question is, where do we go next? Well, I'll be giving you all of my personal thoughts and opinions on this topic over the course of this video. If it sounds good, please do make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe, it would help me a lot. But as always, remember, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. But yeah, let's jump straight into this one. And the first thing that I want to acknowledge is that despite the drop that we have recently seen, stock is still up by 350% since literally the beginning of May, which in itself is still very impressive. Now the question is though, are we able to find a level of support? That's the main objective for any point of the next week or so, right? Essentially establishing a new level of support. Now it's quite interesting because on the Friday session, despite ultimately finishing red, we were able to see a little bit of an increase from these lows that we saw, right? We went up ever so slightly. We saw this bounce off of essentially 14.15, a level which we have seen as a support before here, right? If this holds up, that could be a very interesting level to watch out for. But considering the fact that we've dropped even further in the after hours, I think it's more likely than not that we're actually going much lower than that. Next levels to watch out for, honestly, they're going to be something like 12.57. Beyond that, it could be something like 12.03. Now, actually, I think 12.03 even down into the potentially the 11.70s, right? So about $12 to 11.75 is a very solid range of support for this stock. We've seen supports twice at least, right? Once here and once here. That would not be the worst level to hold up. At the same time, if we see this momentum start to slow into the next week or so, it's ever so possible, it's still possible I should say, that we could find and establish a new level of support. But if I had to guess personally, if I had to give my opinions, I would say it's more likely than not that we see this one continue to drop. If that does happen, like I say, we're looking for those levels which would be significantly lower than where we currently are, which would represent better buying opportunities later into the future. I think despite the potential being here mid to long term, right now the stock is in a decline. If we are able to see some consolidation into the next few days, perhaps my opinions will change, but I will give you my updated opinions as we do go through the next week or so. Yeah, very interesting stock to watch. It's about seeing if these levels hold up. Honestly, I don't think they will, which would represent the potential to drop to the 11.70s or something like that. Time will tell, guys. Just my personal opinions on it, but let me know yours in the comments. Thank you. See you again.